So you want him to chase you. Well, if you do these three things, he will absolutely chase you. And this is the exact formula that I give to my clients in order for them to get chased by their potential partners. Let's jump into the first one is to maintain some mystery. Listen, whenever you're going out on a date, you are collecting data. But guess what? Your potential suitor, your potential partner is also collecting the same types of data that you are. And if you're telling everything, if you're giving it all away on the first date, giving it all away on the second date, then there is no mystery to you. He should be constantly trying to lean in and asking follow-up questions so he can continue to get to know you. It's a little dance. You give a little, he gives a little. You give a little, he gives a little. And then y'all going back and forth in this. And here's the thing. You don't want to always be the person that's talking. Just like he's collecting data about you, you need to now, hey, I've talked enough about me. Let me hear about you. Like slowing it down yourself so you can kind of take back some control just to slow things down. Because just as women get excited, men get excited too. The difference that I find with most of my clients is just well as people and research out there, women have a tendency to lean in and we can go with that flow and always be in your space and always be in your face. Men have a tendency to scare themselves off. When things are going too fast, you have to slow things down because just as fast as the thing got started is as fast as it will stop. And this is when we feel like we got ghosts. So maintain some mystery. Do the dance of giving and taking in the conversation and not reveal everything about you because you're like, this is me. You know, you take it or leave it. You're going to be left a lot and have a lot of first dates if you do that. The second way to get him to chase you is for you not to always be available. So many women get this wrong. They think that just because he texts, they have to drop or text right back. Just because he called, they have to make time to call him back or to answer right in that moment. When you're starting to get to know somebody, this absolutely goes back to the mystery portion of it. You want him to think about you when he's not in your presence. You are also thinking about him, but you also don't want to just be available time after time after time. Now, I'm not saying never answer on the first call or never answer the text right back, but you cannot keep that up. And so whatever you are doing in that moment, do that thing and then answer the text. But you don't want to always be readily available to answer, to be there, to let him know that I ain't got no life. You text me, I'm going to text you. You call me, you know, and just going back and forth. You have to be willing to not be available and to actually say no. Don't change your plans if he comes around and now he wants to see you, especially when you had plans to do something else. That is going to help you to maintain the mystery. That is going to help you to have some conversation later on when the two of you are conversing and he's still trying to understand who you are, why this and why that. That is a part of you putting yourself out there and him basically you're drawing him into you because you're not available. You actually said no. You put a boundary up there. And here's the thing. Please take this into consideration because how you start the relationship off is how the relationship usually flows. Unfortunately, when it comes to you always being available, at some point you get taken for granted. I've seen it time and time again with my clients. And when they come back to me, I'm like, did you do what we discussed? No, I did it this way. Well, that's why it's playing out the way that it's playing out. Like we're working together and I'm helping you to get to the next level because that's what we said we were going to do. But if you're not going to take the information, the things that you said that you're going to do and actually apply them in the moment that it's time to apply them, then you are always going to be on the losing end of the stick. So don't always be readily available. Allow that anticipation to build up. And when you get together, this is going to add more value to the time that the both of you are spending together as well. So just slow things down. Slow it down for your own sake. Because I mentioned in point number one, the faster that it begins or starts is the faster it is absolutely going to fall off as well. The third way to get him to chase you is for you to stimulate his mind. Just as we women want to feel a connection with a man, Men want to feel a connection with the woman that they're talking to as well. Yes, we all see the outward physical. Absolutely, everybody does. But beyond that, you have to be bringing more to the table than just your looks, than just your body. It has to be something up here that you and I can converse about. Men want somebody to be able to converse and connect with and really be seen by that person. Like, I was just having a conversation with this gentleman, and he found himself actually being more attracted to me than, to be quite frank, than he should have. But it was because I was really just trying to get to know him. I am a very curious person anyway, so I ask a lot of questions that a lot of people, let alone partners, never ask their partner. And I was just trying to get to know him. Just trying to get to know him. Not necessarily to date him or anything, just trying to get to know him. We're in conversation, like, what's going on? And so now, every time I see him, he gravitates toward me. Not to say that that's a good thing, because he actually has a partner, so I have to cut that right there. Anyway, but the point is, I am showing him the attention that he really wants. If you want him to chase you, show him the attention that he is not getting from anybody else other than you. Make him feel super important. Make him feel like you actually want to know him, because that is what you should be doing anyway. So make it easy. It's easy to get him to chase you. You just have to stand out. These are the 3 ways to stand out to get him to chase you. So now that you know how to get him to chase you, watch this video right here to get even more value. I will see you over there.